Today I wanted to talk to you about being in a relationship where the children ain't feeling your man and your man ain't feeling the children. You know, I get a lot of inboxes and emails about what do I do? My man is not feeling my kids, or he's not getting along with my kids, or my kids are not getting along with my mate. And so I wanted to address that today. One of the things I wanted to tell you, and a lot of the emails that I get or the inboxes that I get, I'm getting people saying you have teenagers. Number one, I'm gonna tell you this: your teenagers ain't feeling you, and they ain't feeling him either. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Teenagers ain't feeling you, and they ain't feeling them either. They don't like you, and they don't like them. At the end of the day, that's how it works. Teenagers don't want to be told what to do. And so if you met somebody and you have teenagers, the one thing I will tell women is when they're meeting people, especially if you want to be in a long-term relationship, talk to them about the growing process of a child, the different developmental stages of a child. You know, these children, when they get older, they ain't gonna want to be bothered with me or you. What are you gonna do about that? And then if you're in a relationship, or you're out to find a relationship and you got teenagers, you need to be, you need to keep that in the back of your head. I have teenagers, and they just may give this person a hard time. I always encourage ladies before they get into a relationship, because we get men that come in our lives for other reasons. Like, I want to be with you, but I don't want to be bothered with your kids. They may get with you because of something that you're offering them, money or whatever reason, a place to stay, or maybe because they simply just love you. Okay, but if you're getting into a relationship with somebody who is with you for other reasons than they just love you and they want to be with you and your family, that's a mistake. Make sure your children are ready for you to start dating. And when I say ready, not because you're going to get their permission to date. I'm talking about make sure that they are ready for you to start dating. They're not unruly, that you don't have behavioral problems out of them. I talk to women all the time, and I meet women too. They kids is bad as hell. And I'm going to say it like that, forgive me, Lord, but they bad as hell. Okay, bad little imps from the pit of hell. And you want to go team up in a relationship and say, oh yeah, I love these bad kids I can't even control, and I'm not going to even try to control them because I'm too busy out here trying to find a man. Now, I understand if your child suffers with some type of social disability, they have social behaviors, or whatever it is, they have behavioral problems, autism, ADD, ADHD. My son, I have an autistic son. I also have a son who has ADHD. And I'm going to tell you now, I did not allow my children to use not one of those problems, or they want to say disabilities, I just say they just super creative, to be bad as hell. I didn't play it. I believed in a good spanking every blue moon, and I dished them out. I didn't care. But I also believed in discipline. When my children were at home, I sat them down for 20 minutes. 20 minutes. I sat my children down. They were going to sit down, and they were going 20 minutes every day. They had to sit down and do nothing. Not read a book, because then they had 20 minutes of reading every day. But that was reading. That was doing something. I sat them down, one, because I was in ministry. My children had to learn to sit. I wasn't chasing with my kids all over the church. And I'm going to tell you, there are some people that's watching this that can validate this. When I took them to church, wherever I took my kids, we got invited everywhere that I know of. I never remember getting left out because my kids were bad. I didn't beat on them either, but I did spank them every now and then. But I disciplined my children. I was a mother. I had 7 children, and I disciplined every last one of them. And guess where my job was? It was in the home, raising my children. Whether I had to work or whatever I had to do, I still had to come home and raise my children. I couldn't give Harry all my time. I couldn't give Tom all my time. And when me and Harry broke up, I couldn't run the time. And I did. Let me tell you something. I did make a mistake. And my children, I had to apologize to my children. Some of y'all need to apologize to your children for some mistakes you made. I had to apologize because I left my husband and got with a friend of mine. He was a friend of mine. And I'm going to tell you something. That was one of the biggest mistakes I ever made in my life. That was the narcissist I'm talking about, that I talk about in my other videos. And then I broke up with him, and instead of giving myself time to heal, I ended up with my fiance. And he doesn't have any, he didn't have any kids. And, he was really good to me and my kids. I have to give, he allowed me to raise my kids. But the truth, I wasn't a bit more ready for another relationship. and all the stuff that my kids had to see in these relationships because I wouldn't allow myself to heal from my past wounds and from my past relationships. Some of you ladies, y'all want these men to love your children. You just as broke. And your children are watching you go through these things that they don't never even have to see if you would just take time to get yourself together. And if you watching this video and you in between a relationship, and you know you got children and you know you broken, give yourself time to heal. Give yourself time to heal. Number 2, make sure y'all doing background checks on the people y'all bringing in the house. You ain't desperate. Do a background check. Who are you dating? Find somebody else he dated in the past. Do what you got to do. Find out how that relationship went so you don't find yourself broken all over again. We're not desperate. You know, your kids is watching you. You got kids dating, they watching you. And I'm here to tell you, your kids will do what you do. Your example, you lead by example. So, you know, you can sit up here and be like, oh, yeah, well, you know, my kids know better. No, they don't know better if you're showing them something different. I'm here to tell you this. So I just want to encourage you. Yeah, you know, kids, they kids. And if you got a man in your life and he ain't feeling your kids, then bye, baby, bye. If he ain't feeling your kids. Now, if you got a man in your life and he loves you, he don't mind the kids, and your kids just have a problem with them, they'll get over it. Mine did. They'll get over it. They was not accepting of my fiance at first, but they begin to love him hard. And I'm going to tell you this. One thing he said to me, he said, you know what, babe? He said, what attracted me to you, y'all, excuse me, I got this mosquito on me. He said, what attracted me to you was how you disciplined your children. He wasn't into a woman beating on their kids. And I'm going to tell y'all something, too. My kids didn't go without because of him. I had a man in my life who refused to allow me to buy him a pair of shoes, an Xbox game. And let me tell you, I ain't never had a man I ever had to take care of. And that's the truth. And some of y'all getting these men, you taking care of them, you giving them your income tax, your whole check, your children suffering, your house is suffering. Y'all want a man in your life, but you don't have your home life together. And that you got to get that together. Get you together. And if you got children, make sure they're ready. Don't you go into another relationship trying to find love for yourself and you ain't got your house in order. Don't do that to yourself. You're going to set yourself up to fail. So what do? Sit down and talk to the man that you're with. Figure out what limits is he, baby, where is it that, what is your limits? Because I know these kids is going, is it okay if we take a break? I need to get my kids together. And, if he's having issues with the kids. But if your kids is the one that's acting the fool, it's time for you to start focusing. I don't care who they tell. Kids will go tell your family, oh my God, she chose him. I don't care what they say. Get order in your house. Keep the order in your house. Say what you mean and mean what you say, and get your kids together. Nobody, I'm telling y'all, this is a turnoff for women can't handle your children. If you can't handle them, you shouldn't have them. You got to come home and be a mother. And a lot of times men get frustrated because women is so busy. Now, if you got a man in your life and he's begging for all your time and he know you got kids, you need to kick him to the curb. You need it, baby. Let me come home, deal with my kids, deal with the children. And we all have to deal with each other at night or have a date night. Get some organization in your life when it comes to your man. So your children don't have to feel left out. Some women, their children are acting up because you ain't giving them no attention. You begging for Billy Bob's attention. Little boo-boo need your attention. And so, yeah, that's how you need to do that. And so that's my advice today. Make sure, take the time to figure out what's really going on. Do I need to be a better mother? Do I need to step up? Am I so broken in this relationship? Some of y'all are in the relationship, your kids is watching you, and you know you need to leave. You teaching little Susie that it's okay to be called out her name. You teaching little Susie it's okay to be cheated on. You teaching little Susie it's okay to be treated like crap. You teaching her that because that's what you're allowing in your life. And so we need to go and reevaluate what's happening in our life. Maybe Susie don't need to see Big Daddy in the house right now. And maybe, or Big Daddy ain't the problem. You need to step up and be a mother. So you got to figure out which one it is. I need to be more available for my child. My child needs me a little bit more. I need to figure out, sit down and talk to him. I remember my daughter got mad. My fiance came home and she was young. She came home and I had fixed their plate and I had put an extra piece of chicken on the plate for him because she don't eat much. Well, she got 2 pieces of chicken. I said, girl, I ain't giving you no daggone 2 pieces of chicken. And mind you, listen, I had a bunch of kids, so I had plenty of chicken. It wasn't no big deal for me. But I wasn't going to give it to her so she could waste it. Oh, my God. It was the biggest deal in the whole house. Oh, my gosh. She got, you think it moved me? It didn't. And I told her, you keep talking, you won't eat that piece of chicken. You're just being ungrateful. You're just trying to find the reason because she wanted me back with her father. And so, yeah, you just got to, there are things you just have to deal with. Deal with it while it's right there. I'm not going to let my kids throw me on no guilt trip because I'm giving him an extra piece of chicken. You got to watch that too. Kids will do that. They'll try to throw you on 20 guilt trips for no reason. On the other hand, you got to find order, and I refuse to let up. I meant what I said and said what I meant to him and to them. Because as the parents and as the women, we got to hold our families together at the end of the day. So don't let your children run your man off. But most definitely don't let your man beg for so much of your attention that you can't be a mother. Listen, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you like my channel, go ahead and subscribe to it. Go ahead and hit that bell so that you'll get notified every time I do a new video. Also share. If you know somebody going through this and you know they having their, we can have their houses going crazy all because the kids is acting the fool and the man is mad, share this video with them. Share this video. Encourage somebody else. Listen, don't forget, take a look at my book. Order your copy today. It's $12, you guys. I priced it so that people can afford it. It is an easy read. It's Woman Up, Nice Girls Finish Last. This book will help you. It will help you overcome your past pain. It invites you to do the work. It is also a workbook. It's a workbook. It'll teach you not to be such a nice, needy woman who has this big obsession with being accepted, to being a confident woman, a bold woman who lives her life unapologetically authentic. I'm telling y'all, if y'all could have seen me 10 years ago, even 5 years ago, if y'all could have seen me then and y'all watching me now, y'all be like, look at God. I have walked the walk in that book, and I teach y'all everything that I learned. It's $12. It's Woman Up, Nice Girls Finish Last. It's on Amazon and Kindle. Get your book. If you are in the Columbus area, on August the 4th, I will be doing a workshop. It's called Woman Up, Heal on Purpose. Woman Up, Heal on Purpose. Check out my website, www.athenathecoach.com, for information on that particular workshop. Also, July 14th, I will be doing the Dream Big Vision Board Workshop. If you are in Columbus, Ohio, look on my website, get the information. Come on out, come out. It's time to live. It's time to live watch your vision manifest in your life. So come on out to those workshops. Get your book though. Get your book. When you get your book, put it in the comments below how that book helped you. Please let me know. Inbox me, email me, contact me by phone, contact me by my website, and let me know how the book blessed you. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.